All right, everybody, welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. I'm your host, Strongman, also known as Christopher Bell, CPA, and this is a video about how to reduce your grocery bill, okay? If you like this channel, if you like this video, if it brings you joy or improves your life, hit the like button and subscribe, okay? Thank you very much. I know it's hard to go click and click, okay? But you can do it. I have faith in you, all right? I believe in you. Anyway, let's talk about groceries, all right? I'm gonna talk about 5 ways that you can save money on groceries, all right? Groceries are expensive. They cost a lot of money. I spend about $600–700 a month on groceries. And it's just me and my wife, okay? They're pretty expensive. And I can only imagine people with children or teenagers or whatever are probably spending way more than me, all right? But there are some ways that you can reduce your grocery bill and save your family a ton of money, which will allow you to invest into broadly diversified mutual funds and grow your wealth over time, okay? Every dollar counts. So let's start. What is the first way to save money? Well, you need to look out for where you're actually going grocery shopping, all right? You don't wanna go shopping at a place that you like to shop there because people are friendly and because it's pretty. For example, Target or Whole Foods. You don't want to go shop there and have a massive grocery bill just because the place is pretty, okay? If you go to Walmart instead, for example, and you only buy the Great Value brand, and maybe the employees are depressed and they're not nice, whatever. If it saves you a couple $100s a month on your grocery bill, it's worth it, okay? You don't need to be pampered when you go grocery shopping. You go grocery shopping to get freaking groceries, all right? It's not an experience, and it is not worth spending an extra $100 or $200 a month to go to freaking Whole Foods and smell the flowers or whatever they have by the door, okay? I don't even know, because I don't go to Whole Foods. I go to Walmart. But you need to consider where you're shopping, number 1. Number 2, look into delivery. Now, pretty much all chains now offer delivery services. And you may be thinking, well, if I do delivery, then I have to pay the delivery charge and I have to tip the driver. And that's true. But think about this. If you look in delivery, like Walmart delivery, for example, you can actually pick exactly what you want. So when you pick online, you're not gonna be tempted to buy additional things that you don't need. You're only gonna order exactly what you want when you do delivery. Compare that to going into Walmart and you're walking down the aisles and you see all these pretty things. You're like, oh, I need that, oh, I need that. And it's not even on your grocery list, okay? So if you really add it up, even though you're paying delivery charges and you have to tip the driver, you know, give them like 5 cents or something, just kidding. Even though you have to tip the driver and all that, you're still saving money because you're not tempted to buy things that you don't need, okay? That's the second thing you need to consider. The third thing, you need to make sure the meals that you're cooking are simple, okay? Or at least the vast majority of the meals, excuse me. For example, when I cook, I have a meat, and I have a starch, and I have a vegetable. And instead of making these elaborate meals that require 20,000 different ingredients, I just have chicken with some seasoning, maybe some mashed potatoes with some milk in them, and then maybe some steamed broccoli, and that's it. And it saves me money because if you spend all your time and all your energy and all your money shopping to build these incredibly complex recipes, it's gonna cost you a ton of money just to make one meal. You know, if you wanna make some special like Asian dish or Indian dish or whatever, and you're buying like 20 different ingredients for one meal, that's gonna add up significantly, okay? Now, there's nothing wrong with having a special meal every once in a while. But if you're cooking very complex meals and you're doing it 3, 4, 5 times a week, and you have to get all these ingredients, well, that's costing you a lot of money. Keep it simple. Just use spices. Spices make everything delicious, okay? Have some chicken, put some different spice on it, gives it variety. It's easy, it's simple. You don't have to spend a lot of money buying different ingredients. And the food's still good, okay? I know this, because I used to eat bland chicken when I was younger. And now that I discovered the beauty of spice, I use it, and not the drug, spice, like that you put on food. Now I use it all the time, and it actually makes my meals a lot more variety-ful, whatever, I couldn't think of the word. But you get my point. Don't cook complex meals. Or if you do, if you want to do something special, do it every once in a while, okay? Now, the next thing that'll save you money on grocery shopping. Buy in bulk and then freeze what you're not gonna use, all right? When you go to the grocery store, get big packs of meat, chicken, steak, whatever you're getting, and then take it out of the wrapper when you get home, put it in little plastic baggies, and then put it in the freezer. And then when you want to eat dinner or you want to prep a dinner, you pull out one little baggie with just enough food to feed your family, okay? That will save you a ton of money because it just makes everything easier. And you can buy in bulk, which makes everything cheaper, usually, okay? Does that make sense? Buy in bulk, take it out, package it, prep it for meals, freeze it, and then when you need it, pull it out of the freezer. And I guarantee you'll save some money, okay? And the last thing, when you are cooking meals, this is step number 5. When you are cooking meals, if you always have leftovers that you end up tossing all the time, you're buying too much food, okay? If you're cooking and there's nothing left over after you eat dinner, then you got the exact amount of food that you needed. But if your fridge is overflowing with leftovers, and yes, I'm guilty of this, okay? My wife doesn't eat a lot. If your fridge is overflowing with leftovers, you're buying too much food. Reduce the amount of food that you buy. Or go back to step number 4 and buy in bulk and pre-package your meals. That'll just feed you and your family for one sitting, okay? Does that make sense? So, the 5 steps that we covered are number 1, switch where you freaking shop. If Walmart's cheaper and you want to just go get brand, or not name brand, but whatever, the generic food, go to Walmart and do that. Number 2, look into delivery. When you do delivery, Walmart delivery, Food Lion delivery, yeah, you're paying delivery charges, but you're specifying exactly what you want, so you're not tempted to spend more on crap you don't need, all right? Step number 3, keep it simple. You don't need to make these freaking elaborate meals where you have to buy 20 different ingredients, all right? That costs you a lot of money. Keep it simple. Get a freaking meat, get a freaking starch, and get a vegetable, all right? Next, number 4, buy in bulk, split it up, put it in the freaking freezer, and then pull out just enough to feed your family. And then number 5, make sure you have no leftovers. Or if you do have leftovers, then you freaking eat them the next day. Okay? Does that make sense? Have I clarified how to save money on groceries? It's not my favorite subject. It's not. I like talking about stocks, a Tesla. But, you know, people demand so many things from me, and I'm providing it to you. So I'd appreciate it if you like my freaking video and subscribe to my channel, okay? You guys have a wonderful night.